Hey there, we're doing Minecraft Lord of the Rings as promised in the last Bed Wars episode, so we're going to call this, how about Minecraft Lord of the Rings Season or Series 1? I'll say Season 1, and then we want to go to more world options, go to Middle Earth, so that way we spawn directly into Middle Earth, and then hit Create New World, and I will see you once we load in. I forgot to deactivate my texture pack, so I will do that as soon as I load in. But otherwise, I will see you as soon as we get there. You can even see the custom loading screen, which is one of my favorite parts. It just does this whenever you fast travel or whenever you load into the world. So, we have loaded in. We are surrounded by chickens on the top of a hill, and the terrain is loading in around us kind of slowly. I have the settings pretty low just so I can record at this at all. But we can already see the sun is shining bright. It blinds you if you stare at it, and there's a hobbit house down there that I'm going to rob. Now, the tutorial guy, who's Gandalf, will appear any moment now, but for now, we just get food from this area and prepare for our journey to wherever we may go. That's a thorn bush. Watch, if I walk through it, it hurts. Ow. Ow. But here we have the Hobbit Door, one of my favorite features, and you can do this with many other factions. It's just a gateway, and here's the purpose of the Shire. We want to get stackable foods, like carrots and potatoes. Let me get the plate. Alright, allow me to demonstrate my plate throwing skills. Let me see if I can hit this bird. Oh, I missed. Hold on, I gotta give this another try. I forgot. They used to just drop, like, when you threw them, but I think it just breaks them now. But yeah, this is the whole purpose of the Shire, to get food, and I will explain more once Gandalf appears to give us the basic tutorial. So, I do have an option to turn the graphics to fancy and make the leaves look like this. And honestly, it doesn't affect the FPS much, so unless it's causing big problems, I'm just going to keep it like this because I think it makes the leaves look nice. But Gandalf has appeared. He said in the chat, "Good morning, the Whitest Cat," and he is about to give us the tutorial. So, hello. The Whitest Cat. Welcome to Middle-earth. Yes, hello there. Accept this quest. Excellent. Now, I have a few odds and ends for you here. And so he'll give us a quest book once we right-click him again. This book you shall find particularly useful. Open it up and look inside. So he has to give us the book. It's the quest book. This is the tutorial quest. Now you right-click him again. The Red Book is a journal of all your adventures. All kinds of folk all around Middle-earth will want help with tasks both large and small. They may even reward you for it. So you do quests, and you get money. Now you must learn to read a map. For Middle-earth is a very wide world indeed, and any decent adventurer must note how to find their way around it. I kind of stumbled there. So I hit M. Oh wait, I forgot to rebind it. Whoops. So I hit M to open the map. I just rebound it. It was on L. It's on default L. And then we go here. Now, the Shires, this light green area, and the whole purpose of it is to get food to journey around the world. And if you see these dark brown dots compared to these like light brown dots, like tan, those are fast travel points. So as soon, let's say I enter this green area, right? As soon as you enter it, it unlocks these fast travel points, and they would turn light brown like these. And now there's a 30-minute cooldown on fast traveling, right? But the more you fast travel to one point, like let's say I fast travel to Bree like 5 times, the cooldown would be less than 30 minutes. It would be more like 15 minutes. So. But anyway, on with the tutorial. Middle-earth is full of peoples both fair and foul, and depending on how you conduct yourself, they may view you as a friend or fear you as an enemy. He kind of glitched over there, but... Now, the alignment meter shows you standing with the peoples of Middle-earth. You ought to familiarize it with yourself. I don't know, it cut off. But basically, in the very top, it shows I'm a stranger to the hobbits. That's how much alignment I have with them, because I haven't done much for them. Oh yeah, Gandalf makes ships out of his smoke instead of smoke rings. And yeah, I can use the arrow keys to browse through the alignment meter at the very top of your screen. And I can use the up and down arrows. Now I have to speak with him again. What's next? Ah, yes, the Factions Guide can tell you more about all those groups. Their friends, foes, and areas of influence. So I hit M again, brings me to the Factions Guide. This just gives statistics with the factions, and it shows their area of influence. Of course, there is much to do in Middle-earth. You will learn more about the world through your adventures, and then it gives me pouches. Why, I almost forgot. Take these old bags along with you. I suspect you shall have greater need of them than I. And, whoops, almost open that. Well, I do believe that's all I have to tell you, and now I must be on my way. Good day to you, the Whitest Cat. And then he just goes to default lines. But the first thing you need to do, combine the small pouches into a large pouch, and this is where we put our food. And as I said before, that's the whole purpose of the Shire, just to get food. So, I see a windmill in distance, and that is like food heaven, but first I'm going to get some basic tools. Look at that, we found iron right away, that's kind of lucky. Oh wait, I think you need a stone pick. I don't know. I usually don't play vanilla and mine iron with a wood pick, so I wouldn't know. So I'm not gonna risk it. And we can chuck away this wooden pick. And a good thing about crafting things in Middle-earth is that they always appear, or they have a chance to appear with a low-level enchantment. So hardy stone pickaxe, it's just unbreaking 1. Let's see if the shovel spawn with anything. Sluggish. So this is a negative enchantment. It does 0.75 times tool speed, so it just makes it slower. Which is alright. We're not using the shovel a ton. We just need dirt for purposes that I will explain later. Alright. 1, 3, 4. Okay, we got everything in the correct place. Put that there. Alright, we are ready to go, so let's put some of the basic food in pouches. I just picked up my trash, didn't I? Yep, I did. Alright, so this. I think we will rely on the pork chops for now. Actually, no, I can put that away too, because we're about to get bread. I turned the graphics back to fast just because I was having issues like loading in new areas, but otherwise it's fine. So if I'm just staying on my base at one point, I'll probably turn it back on. But you probably want to find 3 of these windmills, or maybe just a bunch of other food sources before leaving the Shire. And windmills, as I said, they're ideal for food, because you can also find food in the chests, although we got a pretty unlucky one this time. So we're going to take the matches to light a couple animals on fire, just to auto-cook their food. Can eat a bit of the cake. Now here is one of the best things in this mod. It is a Hobbit Oven, so I just need some sort of raw meat. Actually, do I have... No, it's cooked corn. Oh, potatoes. I have unbaked potatoes. Cool. Allow me to demonstrate. So you put a couple oak wood in there, and then you put all these across the top. You can do up to 9, and it will cook all 3 at once. Now, if you're being efficient, you can cook 72 things with 1 piece of coal in a Hobbit oven. So Hobbit ovens are very helpful. But as you saw, we got some matches, and we're going to light some animals on fire just to get auto-cooked food. Deer, they don't give for hunger bar filling things, so I won't burn them alive. I'll look for some pigs or cows first. And the whole time we're looking for pigs and cows, we move along here, taking food from these poor hobbits. My favorite thing about getting all this food is that I get a bunch of plates and I can chuck them. So, I might bonk somebody on the head and make them mad at me, but as long as I don't kill them, I won't be hunted down and killed by hobbits. So, we're good. Nothing on the table. Oh, this is a very lucky chest. We got 2 pouches from it. You always want to check those chests. And right here we have a farm, so we can get a decent amount of wheat from here. Actually, the maximum amount I think you can find anywhere, even in a windmill. So this is a very good find. Here's a pig I can light on fire there. Oh, a bit of lag back there. There's also some crops usually around the barn. I'm not sure if this one has it, just due to the terrain around it. Good day, the Wise Cat. You can hire hobbit farmers from the farmers themselves, but I'm not going to just because I don't need any farming done right now. Another cool thing about pouches is that you can put one in here and one in there, and then you hit this button right here, and it combines into the pouch. Oh, here's the farm. What is this? This is turnips, isn't it? Yep. Okay. I'll take some turnips because you can roast them, and with Hobbit ovens, it's just super fast, so it doesn't matter if there's a bunch of them. Looks like we have a nice cave here too. I will see if I can find some coal. It's always nice to get coal early. Oh, I can see some in the corner of my eye, and some tin. Not really useful to us right now, because we're not trying to make bronze or anything. But the coal is what we need for cooking our food up before our journey, so. Oh, and no hostile creatures can spawn in the Shire, so you are completely safe to do anything you want except kill the hobbits, because then you'll get chased down by hobbits and killed. Oh yeah, look, these guys automatically farm, because you can check their inventory. And yeah, look, they already replant. So that's what the hobbit farmers do if you hire them. They're very helpful. If you look at this means they have a quest. I don't really want to collect a bronze hoe, so no. Now, this is a poorer hobbit hole, but they have the same amount of food, so I don't care. It's just less likely to have pouches in it, and that's the only downside. It has quite a lot of horses on its roof, too. Dang, not a lucky one. We got some mushrooms and a pumpkin pie. Ooh, and a steak. Okay, so this is alright. Anything in here? Apples. I will take that gladly. Alright, well, we need to start putting some stuff in here. I haven't found that many cows, but I think I will make steak my main food source. I heard a cow. I don't know where it is. Here they are. What? Oh, never mind. I'd like to just find one more windmill, but it looks like it's mostly houses around here. So we'll just go for those. But any windmills would be nice, just because we already have 18 hay bales, and I would like to get over 20 before we leave. Yes, there's the last windmill I needed. Okay, cool. So we'll set up shop there for like 5 minutes, cook all the food, grab all the wheat, and we should be good. Wow, look at that. That is like, I think, feather falling 2 or 3, so that's definitely good. I will put this in a valuables pouch that I am now naming valuables. You can't hold down backspace. And then, of course, this should just be called food. Alright, I'll take the extra bed just because. We'll make this one misc, because I don't know how to spell miscellaneous. And, yeah, let's get cooking. Alright, we just need to collect a bit of dirt so we can do something later that doesn't matter right now, that I don't feel like explaining without an actual example. And we will use the fast travel system for the very first time. Alright, before we fast travel to the Sarn Ford, I will explain the factions that we will be using. Now, if you just skip to this point from the very beginning of the video, thank you for at least doing this. So the factions that we have as options. I will play as the Elves of the Woodland Realm. They live in big trees, they fight big spiders, and they have swords that glow when orcs are nearby, and they have cool looking armor. The capital's right here. Erebor, the Dwarves of Erebor, you might know them from watching like Hobbit movies or reading the book. They're classic dwarves, except they live on a big mountain, so that's potential for some really cool builds, and they have pretty cool looking armor. Then we have the Men of Dale, so this area, they're basically default men, like the default men faction, except they have cooler looking stuff. So good pikes, good spears, good horses, but they have cooler looking armor than the rest of the men. We might also play as the Dwarves of the Iron Hills, which is like the Dwarves of Erebor, except with just a more hilly area than just one mountain. I think they have a slightly less cool banner though. Then we have our last option, which is the Rangers of Ethylene. Now, the Rangers of Ethylene, they are part of Gondor, but I will treat them as a separate faction and only hire Gondorian soldiers as frontline people, and the Rangers will make up my main force and will use them as stealth soldiers, because they have this really cool ability that's kind of overpowered in this mod. When they are at ranged, like shooting arrows, they go into cloaked mode, and AI can't see them, so the enemies won't see them until they're in close enough range, in which the Rangers will reveal themselves and attack with daggers, which are pretty weak and they have bad armor, so you want them stealthy and you want them at range. So all of the faction descriptions and faction names will be in a pinned comment, so vote in the comments on which one you want to do, and if nothing else, just do that. You don't even have to watch the rest of the video, and thank you very much. But anyway, back to what we were doing. So the best part of any playthrough is just getting out into the world, or the best part at the start, I should say. And the best part, or the most useful part of any playthrough of going to the east at the very start, is this fast travel point called Sarn Ford. Now, Sarn Ford is the farthest fast travel point east in the entire Shire, so we're going to use that, and then we're going to continue through Eriador and Minhyriath and Enedwaith, and in episode 2 we'll go through Rohan, and depending on which faction you guys decided on, we'll go in that direction. But for now, we take the first step, we fast travel using the H button, 30-minute cooldown, so we'll use that cooldown to loot, because as I said, as soon as you enter an area, you unlock all the fast travel points, so. Here we go, gives a little quote and an animation. Then, shouldering their burdens, they set off. That's kind of fitting for this fast travel. It'll take a second for the terrain to generate in, but we are currently right next to a bridge. Just got the achievement for fast traveling to Minhyriath. It says between the two rivers. Here we are. Everything's loading in. Bridge is right there. River's right there. Tree right there. Epilepsy right here. And oh wait, there's a Hobbit house like right there. Don't really care. Okay, so on the map, you cross the bridge, you head north into Eriador to get that achievement and to loot like ruined towers. Now I'll give a bit of a story for each new area that we enter. So Minhyriath is just abandoned country. Nobody lived here in the first place, or very few did. It's called Minhyriath because it's the land between the two rivers. Eriador used to be like Gondor, a big kingdom of men, like Gondor, except it was in the north, but then it fell because a bunch of orcs from up here in Angmar took it over. So now it's a bunch of ruined towers with chests at the top that we can loot. And otherwise, I don't care that all those people died. I just want their loot. So we're going to cross the bridge and head northeast into Eriador and start looting towers. Now you may have noticed the dotted lines on the map. That's just roads, and the roads are actually in the game, so they're very helpful for traveling if you don't know where you're going. If we just head up along this bank here, we should get the achievement very soon. And also the color of the grass changes. Sorry for a bit of the lag. The river makes it lag somewhat. The color of the grass changes whenever you enter a new area. I think, yep, this is Eriador here. See that green line? We're going to cross and get the achievement. There we go. The Kindly West. Well, it's not really kindly anymore because it got taken over, but still. It's still in the west, and it has a bunch of ruined towers that we're going to loot. But now we just kind of start heading straight east, and we should be good. Looks like we have our first landmark. It is an Orc Camp. So they have little tents set up, and there's a captain standing in the middle, which you can hire from, except we have no alignment with this faction, so we can't hire units from them right now. But they have chests. Orcs usually have garbage stuff in their chests, but occasionally they have like boots or something. So that's just a forge right there. We can't even use it because we don't have any alignment with their faction. No, just a storybook for orcs. And then last area, probably garbage. A saddle, not bad. So if we see a horse, I will use that. But you can see this guy actually has a slightly green blade. That is because it is a poisoned dagger. Now you can only put poison on daggers and not swords or anything, otherwise it'd be kind of overpowered because it would be your main weapon and it would do poison damage at the same time. Now lately, I don't know if there's been an update or if I'm just stupid and didn't remember something, but I haven't been getting nearly as many towers in Eriador. I used to get a ton, but I think there's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm in the wrong spot, but it's Eriador that they're supposed to be in, so I'm not sure. You know what? I think I'm dumb. I think I often fast travel here and go into the lone lands, and that's where I find the towers. But since we're going far south instead, we might not find any towers, which kind of sucks, but we're not, like, angering any factions yet, so I think we're fine. Oh, hold on. Rare plant. This is Athelis. You can use it for a very, very useful drink that can give you health and strength. Or is it just health? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's kind of rare, so whenever you see... Here, I'll place it again just so you can see it. Whenever you see a plant like this, you want to make sure you pick it up. It's very good. So I guess since I was dumb and there aren't actually towers in Eriador, they're in the lone lands, we're just looking for orc camps, ranger camps, and ruined houses, because they all have chests in them that may contain valuable loot. Now in ruined houses, you can actually find mithril, which is the most valuable ore/metal in the game. It's like diamond armor, but with more durability. I'm not sure if it's possible to give it more protection, I don't know, but I do know it has more durability. Right here we have some stalagmites. I think I'll get some of that iron. Whatever, I don't feel like going down there. Here's a very useful type of terrain. It's exposed earth, so you can find lots of coal in it, like so. Now again, it doesn't really matter what direction I head right now, just because I'm waiting for the fast travel timer to go down. So I might go up to the South Downs, so I can get to the Lone Lands, or I might just go south this way, and I think that might be more entertaining to go through Rohan, because, to be honest, Rivendell, it's just a bunch of elves and houses. I mean, I'll let you guys make a decision, and if you don't make a decision, then I'm just going to go southeast instead of just straight east. Do have to make sure I'm heading the correct direction somewhat, just for story's sake. And yeah, I know I'm missing quite a bit of coal. I don't need that much, I'm just stopping at whatever's directly in my way. This is copper, don't really need it right now, can always go mining for it later. It's pretty common. Now this is some beautiful terrain. I might like turn on shaders and like stand still just to see that. A pretty garbage computer. But that's the whole goal of YouTube. I want to eventually make enough money to get a non-garbage computer. It's just a black screen. Oh, look, the sun's there. I don't think shaders works with this mod. Yeah, I guess shader doesn't work on this mod. I'm pretty sure there's some specific setup you have to do. I don't know. You know what? I think I'll actually end the episode here just so I don't have to bore you with just travel without much excitement. I will do off-camera travel until we end up, like, around here, and then I will start the new episode at Tharbad, which is a crossroads right by a river, and then by the end of the second episode, we should be pretty deep into Rohan. But that's going to be all. I really hope you're enjoying the start of the series. I'm very excited to do a series on Minecraft Lord of the Rings. And be sure to vote in the comments. That is the one thing you should do. I don't care about liking or subscribing. Just please vote on that so I know what you guys want. And I'll see you in the next video. So, bye.